continuing with this,
Yeah.
Bruno is not a problem for Manchester United. He's not. But when you have a player like that, or indeed, like you had when you had Cristiano,
Yeah.
you're not going to have a replacement who does the same thing. So you necessarily have to change when they're not there,
Yeah.
right? When I say Bruno's not a problem, I'm not saying Bruno is faultless, by the way, because, there's some things he does well, other things he can't do well. But, on balance, Bruno is an asset for Manchester United,
definitely.
a big asset, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So when he's not there, what do? You have to change the team. And that's what Ten Hag did. But
Yeah.
I think he looks at this and he says, Anthony, I took you in difficult circumstances, burning bridges and hurting relationships, by the way, with Ajax, because they were not happy when it went. Burning relationships for me, and I'm Dutch, and I was the Ajax manager. I took you here. And what have you done since then, other than accumulate police investigations, right? He looks at Garnacho, who, I don't think Garnacho was terrible last night. But he says, this is your chance.
Yeah.
Seize it. Show me. The other thing I don't get in all this is people often talk about inverted wingers and stuff. And obviously this wasn't the case last night because you had Martial. But when Højlund's there, would it kill them maybe to try Rashford and Antony or Rashford and Garnacho on inverted flanks?
No.
So that maybe they could deliver some crosses for people to run into, just mix it up a little bit?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things they can do, Gab. And I know he probably Ten Hag doesn't have much time to work on things because they play every 3 days with the Champions League, and maybe he thinks this is a disservice.
Well, the way things are going, that's not going to be a problem much longer.
No, that's very true. Although if they go to Copenhagen on Wednesday night, and win there, and if Bayern beat Galatasaray, they're right back in the second place and looking decent for qualification somehow. Because let's not forget that they get spanked by Newcastle. But before that, they could have got spanked by many teams and somehow avoided the Brentford. They should never win. Copenhagen, they should never win. Even Sheffield United away, they should not really win apart from that Dalot goal.
Reminder: those are the only games in the last 7 that they have not won. That they have not lost.
Yeah.
And for those who haven't been paying attention at home, Copenhagen last-minute penalty save from Andre Onana.
Yeah.
Brentford 2 goals in injury time from Scott McTominay.
Exactly.
And the Sheffield United against a team that has lost every single game they've played this year except for one.
Yeah. Right. So, and those were narrow wins that were not really deserved, to be fair. So I just don't even know where there's a bit of hope. There's no hope individually with forms of players, because Højlund, Rashford, Martial, Garnacho, Antony, all together, 1 Premier League goal this season. What do you do with this? What do you do? In midfield, it's clearly not working. Casemiro can't run anymore. Eriksen can't run anymore. Amrabat
can run.
Amrabat can run, but he's not running right now. So I don't know what's wrong there.
Hannibal?
I love Hannibal. He's Paris born and bred, but that's all he is. That's all he is. Mason Mount, not really sure. How can Tino Livramento, who hasn't played football for 2 years, can get the ball from almost his own box, slightly over, right? Run past Garnacho first, then Hannibal, who was on a yellow. Okay, so maybe Mason Mount look literally like Madame Tussauds. What do you call those? Like,
the wax statue.
Yeah. That's Mason Mount for you. And then Diogo Dalot, who's looking. One, he looks behind him. He says, "Okay, Almiron is here. I'm good." And then never looks again. And when the ball is through from Livramento, he goes, "Oh no!" Almiron scores. Come on.